Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, we're out here on a Tuesday on Windway. There is a footy game going on we'll go take a look at. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the increasing traffic issues in Vietnam. Before we do get into the video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you smash that like button, commented, and subscribed. If you don't want to do any of that, no problem. You can just watch the video. And if you come to just dislike videos, more power to you. So, yeah, over New Year's, 50 people died in Vietnam from traffic accidents. 50 people. It's a pretty big number. It's up 31%, I think, over last year. So it's got a 31% increase, over last year. So I mean, we're talking thumbnail. We're talking a big increase in Q2. That's why Windway's the best. We're talking a significant increase over last year. A significant. The problem in what's happening is there's more cars. You notice it each year the longer you live here. There's just more and more cars each year. Traffic's starting to become problematic here now as well. Like, I think in 3 years you'll start to see traffic and traffic jams because the amount of cars that are coming in like each year is just increasing in number. I don't know the percentage of new cars per year, but it's getting up there. I can tell you that because I see it when I go drive around. If you go drive around rush hour in the morning at night, it is very difficult to drive now. And a huge problem is car drivers are not qualified to be car drivers. I don't know how they're passing their tests or what the requirements are, but they drive identical to a motorbike. And if you drive identical to a motorbike, guess what's going to happen? Accidents. People getting hurt. Cars are very aggressive and rude. Hello. We'll pause for a second and just watch the game. Oh, Vietnam's beating Malaysia. Good job. Let's go, Vietnam. A lot of people here. They should have shut the street down. Again, not a very well-designed thing. Oh, she likes Korea. Maybe Korea's playing tonight? She's Team Korea.
Hello.
Xin chào. Hello.
Xin chào.
Xin chào. Ba Nam. Đúng rồi. Oh, I love how they all just pull up on the bike. It's tremendous.
Ngọc Quang và Chiêu Việt Hưng là một đôi tiền vệ cánh có khả năng xuyên phá và phòng ngự tốt.
Phá phòng khá bằng lặng đến từ Myanmar.
Chuyển rồi. Đường chuyển vào bị quá chặt.
They should have the street closed. Let's walk around a little over here. See how many people are in the middle. Yeah, one of the, oh man, you can barely walk around. They've got this all shit show. At least they cut a little way for the cars. Some chick just hit me. This kid's hit me. It's all good. I don't care. I think it's a conference, a cup, something kind of important. They got 3 stages. They're all pretty full. Dog cheering. Peanut butter on toast. Zara. Take me to the Zara. Zara, Zara. All right, so let's get back to the video. I want to start walking home. I'm not out late tonight. It's only 8:30, but I need to edit videos, do do some other stuff. So as far as, oh wait, hold on. Soccer. Such an enthralling sport. I think Vietnam's got it in the bag. I think it's pretty difficult to come back from 2-0. We usually beat Malaysia anyways. So it'll get interesting if we actually get towards the final. And we'll be out here for a live stream or filming. Not paying attention, not paying attention. So as you can see, I'm demonstrating traffic right now. There's a lack of stopping for a pedestrian. It's the #1 thing that turns off tourists when they come here, is they don't like that there's no yield to pedestrian. It doesn't exist here. And they do teach that in traffic school. They do teach it in traffic car school. So when you get a license for a car, you're supposedly taught to yield to pedestrians. But in fact, you'll get the opposite experience. If you try to get a car to yield, he'll get pissed off. Almost 90% of the times, it's a guy driving. He'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? We'll be like, you should stop. And that is the way the whole Vietnamese mind works. So like, you'll rarely see a Vietnamese walk out in front of a car, even anywhere. Like, it's mainly Westerners that do that, because we're used to it. Here they know that no one's gonna really yield. I mean, they all yield, they just don't love it. So yeah, it's starting to get really dangerous with all the cars on the road. This is why I'm not a moto vlog guy here, like outside the city. I'm not gonna go drive around the Hai Long Loop anytime soon. I know, it's beautiful, it's amazing. But guess what, there's 9,450 million videos on it. I don't need to particularly do it. I don't want to do a cross-country trip on a motorcycle that's uncomfortable. And there is no getting a comfortable... I'm not a long time distance rider on a motorcycle. I don't find it comfortable. I like riding a motorcycle for a half hour, for 20 minutes, for not long. An hour. Maybe 2 hours. That's it. I don't want to go further than that on a motorcycle. And it's just super dangerous here, man. Like, you're dealing with, if you're going down any kind of mountain stuff, you're dealing with bus drivers that are doing the same route every day, Tokyo drifting up that mountain, doing whatever they want. So I mean, it's just not something I want to deal with, just taking photos. It doesn't sound of fun to me. I would be on nerves the whole time, and I'd have to have full gear on, and how comfortable is it going to be riding around with full gear head to toe in Vietnam where it's 90 degrees. Now I do got a mate in Australia, a good friend. Every time he comes, he drives from here to Hanoi, and he loves it. I mean, different folks, different strokes. That's just not the way I want to go out, is on some kind of motorcycle crash. And guess what happens when you crash on a motorcycle? You get hurt. It's not fun. You get effed up, man, unless you got full gear on. The only reason I've never gotten injured in any of my motorcycle accidents is because I had full gear on. They were all in LA. And I had full leathers on and boots. If I wouldn't have had leathers and boots on, whew, I would have got jacked up in both accidents I had, which were both really bad accidents. You know, motorcycles are not a thing to play around with. That's why you don't see a lot of people in America drive motorcycles anymore, because they're just too dangerous. What's gonna happen here? Nobody's gonna believe me, but they're gonna do the same thing they did in like Shenzhen. They're gonna eventually just get rid of motorcycles. Once that subway's done, and there's so many cars on the street, you won't be able to coexist with the motorcycles, scooters, and the cars on the street. It's as simple as that. So the first thing they'll do is they'll get rid of gas scooters. They'll do a ban on them. And we're talking, I don't think the subway will be even close to finished 10, 15 years. As soon as that subway's completely done, and there's a lot of cars, 10, 15 years, they will get rid of motorbikes here. I know everybody's like, no way, no way. I promise it'll happen. I can almost make you a $1 million bet that it would happen. Not that I have $1 million, but I can make you a $5 bet that it will happen. It's almost a guarantee that it'll happen. It's already getting chaotic here, you know, and you're already seeing like that huge peak in people dying on New Year's. Like 50 people, that's ridiculous. Another thing here that's kind of like okay to do is drive drunk. It's weird, like people will drive drunk here, expats including. I'm like, why would you drive here, dude? I got a couple buddies that like when we go out, they'll show up on a scooter and I'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like, are you gonna drink? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so why would you drive a scooter? What kind of sense does that make, man? I'm like, the Grab costs like 50 cents, dude, or $2. Like, why need to drive? I don't drive a lot. I only drive when I have to. I'd rather walk. I'd rather take other means of transportation. And once that subway's done, I'm taking that thing everywhere. I will be an avid subway user. Even line 1 will be useful. Line 1 takes me everywhere I need to go. So it'll be tremendous for me. Tremendous. So I think, you know, the growing, increasing number of cars, and then the worst drivers are these guys here. No offense if you're a taxi driver and happen to watch my channel, which I very much so doubt. Taxi drivers are probably the worst drivers in Saigon. They are the ones that are very aggressive. They don't want to yield to a pedestrian. They want to run lights, etc., etc., etc. So I think with the cars, to summarize the video, with the growing, increasing number of cars, the lack of infrastructure built for cars, one of them is going to have to go, car or bike. And it's going to be bikes that go. I can almost guarantee it. It's just going to take a while. 15 years. Not until all the subway's all the way done. And they're definitely not going to ride that subway out of right away. It's got to be able to where they can walk to their house. It's got to be like an intricate system like you have in Hong Kong, Korea, and all these places where any one line you can get off eventually somewhere that's like a 8-minute walk to your apartment, or at most a 10-minute walk. And until that's done, it won't be used that much, you know. All right, that's the video, guys. I hope you liked it. Smash that like button, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. If you want to add anything, drop in the comments what your opinions are. Always happy to hear other people's opinions. If you don't ever think they'll get rid of motorbikes, let me know why in the comment section. I do compare it to China because they're kind of similar in those ways. So if you have a valid reason of why you don't think they'll ever get rid of motorbikes, let me know in the comment section. All right, stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.